Good morning, everybody. Market Michael here. Now, I just want to update you on the market situation, what's going on, and what are some patterns. So right now, basically, the pattern has switched in the futures from a bearish pattern to a bullish pattern, and we've dropped below this channel. So what this is telling me that we have weaker action. Now, it is possible for us to continue up here and eventually possibly, pop above the bottom trend line. But what that really means is that we're weaker in general. We shouldn't be down here if we're so bullish. But this is a crucial moment in getting support. So, this 1 minute tells the story that, look here, we keep going. We keep wanting to pop. I don't know what's going to happen. We could just slowly rise up if that is the case. Let me delete this. You know, we are well behind the major trend line of the last, week or so. Look at this, guys. That's the trend line that we've been on. I'm on a 4-hour chart for the S&P. Let's put them all on 30 minutes or something. So right now it does kind of look like we're getting some action to go higher. We're getting higher on the RSI. That's a bullish indicator. We are turning above this 0 point for the MACD. That's also a bullish indicator. The candle right now isn't so bullish on this 10-minute. Let's look at a 30-minute and see a little bit longer term trends. Okay, well, this is all very confusing because we're getting one way, another way, one way, another way. So I think more longer term, if we happen to fail this bottom trend line, it's going to create a new pattern, and that'll give the direction for the market open. Now the TVIX is backing down, indicating that the volatility is less than earlier this morning. So what am I expecting? Well, what's probably going to happen is we're probably going to follow the trend line a little bit more. But the CCI on this 5 minutes a little bit spiked out. So I am afraid I think this run is not, it's just a bounce. I think that we're probably going to fail this trend line support here and then continue a more downward trend to hell, or to test a lower point. So that's what I'm seeing. Again, on daily charts, we are looking at dojis, and again, to me, guys, doesn't this look like a head and shoulders? Head and shoulders. To me, it does. And if the head and shoulders points up, that means it's bearish. If the head and shoulders point down, that means it's bullish. So look here on the daily, we are coming down, and we just got support at this trend line, which we're gonna fail. We are gonna fail this support. This head and shoulders is too big to ignore. This is longer term patterns. So I during the pre-market, we're just getting some action. The bulls want this. The mainstream media is pumping everything up to new records, not in records, but they're pumping everything up, guys. So be aware of that. Now, I guess it's time to move on. I've said all I could say about this. I think that we're gonna fail it, but I also am looking at the short-term change in momentum, which could alter, what goes on. If anything, if we get a bullish move up from here, I don't think it's going to be strong. We're just going to pierce above it. I don't think we're going to go crazy. If we pull back a little bit more and then go on the bullish one run, I think we'll be able to get a little stronger. And the final possibility is that we just end up failing right here and now and testing new lows. If we, get the new lows, that's extremely bearish, and if we get higher lows, that's extremely bullish. So this is a critical moment whether you're a bull or a bear. So this is exciting times nonetheless, even if you hate my guts and you despise me for wanting stocks to go down. It's because they're overvalued. Sorry guys. Anyway, let's look at the Dixie, gold, and silver. Hi-oh, silver! Well, silver is an interesting one for sure. Gold is still in this range, but looks like we're gonna end up failing the 61% support, which is interesting. We shouldn't. If we fail this 61%, we're going a lot lower. And this dollar here looks like it's ready for, although this is a very big spike, I don't know. Will we get above 90.594 is the question. We are at 90.246. I said we're looking pretty topped off with the dollar, but the dollar just seems to be on a rampage right now. Maybe perhaps because other currencies aren't doing well, everyone is betting the dollar. I know they say that shorting the dollar is one of the biggest overcrowded trades, but I think it's the most logical. If there's going to be massive QE that's going to devalue the dollar, then that's probably what's going to happen. But, as I said earlier, I think there could be a potential short squeeze. At this point, you know, I don't think so. But if we start to go down and too much covering happens, then perhaps at 17, the 17 mark, we may get a move up from that short squeeze, but I don't think so. We're probably just going to come back down. And this is an interesting one I did not mention. We had a tremendous rise in Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of people are trying to correlate Bitcoin with risk. Interesting, right? So, some people are trying to say that because Bitcoin's going up, you know, more people are interested in stocks. But the markets aren't necessarily going down here. So I think there's definitely major resistance at this 9,500 level. We would have to peak above that 9,500 level, 11,000 maybe perhaps, come back down and really get support at this 9,500 level. So very interesting. I mean, this is crazy. The dollar is just moving and grooving, right? Pretty much that's all I really wanted to cover. That TVIX is coming down because it looks like there seems to be bullish pressure on stocks. Now let's look at the futures one more time. That looks freaky, don't it, with that white? That just looks so weird. It's tripping me out, guys. This bounce, I think it's just going to be it. We're going to pop above it. Not going to go anywhere. We're going to come back down. We're looking at this 15-minute, guys. And again, we're already coming down here. Unless, yeah, look, we're getting a little bit of action. It depends on how bullish this action is. If we actually maintain to stay in this channel, that's going to provide an extreme amount of bullish sentiment to the open, which would be very bad for the bears. But overall, this is probably going to end up bearish. We're going to probably fail these lines, and the direction is going to be a down, friends. So with all that being said, there's really nothing else I could say. And there you go. Well, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. watch these futures. It's 9:01. This video is probably going to be out before the open, but I'll make a video around 10 o'clock, 10:30. Look here, backing off big time. I'll probably make a video 10:30 or so. Check things out. You never know, guys. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. And but I've been calling this out like 6 days ago, probably even more, saying that this specific area was a heavy resistance that we'd pop above it and fail it. And what did we do? We popped above it and we're going down. We didn't necessarily fail it yet, but we're in that direction, and we could have serious major down day, which I said yesterday. I said yesterday that this day could be a lot worse than yesterday. Especially Fridays are always dead Fridays. So that's something to keep in mind, that this is dead Friday. Probably Monday is going to be a black Monday, and then Tuesday. Um, and then there you go. That turnaround Tuesday, and then boom, we're just gonna get squashed, guys, squashed. I don't see this going anywhere besides where gravity is gonna take it. The whole weight of the market. Look at the S&P, guys. Tell me if you know, I've been looking at fucking candlestick charts for over 3 years, right? Over 3 years, I've been studying candlesticks daily. In my entire life, this is not a bullish looking chart. Not a bullish looking chart. Now, the NASDAQ is a little bit more bullish. It fared a little bit better, but the NASDAQ has got a signature pattern on deck. And if this pattern doesn't change, this head and shoulders indicates a major fucking wave of pain that's going to be felt through the entire world. And we're going to get into wars. They're working on this pipeline shit in Syria. That everyone's going to start failing. Banks are going to start failing. And, bail-ins are on the table. Bail-ins are on the table. I don't know what we're going to do with bailouts. They're probably going to do both, to tell you the truth. Bail out and in at the same time. Everyone's faith in the government and faith in the Fed and faith in whatever, it's at an all-time high, and governments can't be any more right. Everything's fine. This is all great and dandy. So I really just don't see it. We're heading for another '08. We're heading for war. Watch out for false flags. I don't think any financial analyst is gonna tell you this. Maybe some. I know a couple people on YouTube who will, but I don't know any financial analysts who are gonna say this shit. Peter Schiff will, but that's his MO. Everyone knows he's just pitching gold. But he's a good guy. I love Peter Schiff. His father was a great man, but that's that. Peter's a Jew. No offense to Jews, but that's he's just trying to make a buck, and he's doing a great job of making a buck. And I don't know about his strategy per se. I think probably the best strategy would be, once you know that the market's going down and that's a safe bet, to just bet those negative shares short of the indices, baby, please. Maybe, when gold starts picking up, pick up some gold, pick up some JNUG, short these stocks a little bit. But the key with making money in the markets is setting goals for yourself, and just taking the goals and like, all right, I'm playing at 10%, or I'm doing it to the 38 to 61 fib bounce, and you play it, and that's that. And you set goals, and that's how you make money. You just don't keep it in and wait till a reversal. That doesn't, you could do that. You could sell half of it or something, and wait till things turn around, but you aren't always watching. And a lot of people don't know how to set alerts or set trailing stops. So and then again, trailing stop could hurt you in the long run. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. All this stuff is boiling up. This is very interesting. It's 9:06. And please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed today's content. And I'll see you around 10, 10:30, maybe 11. Alrighty. Hopefully this direction continues downward and we don't really break too much above this high. Hopefully we'll fail it here. So thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. As always, have a lovely day. And for God's sakes, blaze it 420.